Astros.
Just about ready to roll here. And today on the hill, Framber Valdez.
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
Okay, all set to go. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. And there's a ball. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one down the line, and foul ball. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
There's Ryan McMahon now. Slider misses outside. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. That's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Line drive, caught. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. 2 outs. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rockies are down quietly. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Houston and on the hill, Herman Marquez. What do we have on him?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Out to short. Sends it to Tolia, and they get Altuve for the out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in the lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Isaac Paredes, the next to hit, takes ball one. And it's fouled away. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, you know, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And that's downstairs and outside. Next offering is fouled back. Stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Bouchard sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are two outs.
Designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
2 outs, base is empty. That one outside, and it's 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And that's through there for a strike. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go.
Colorado.
Here's Michael
First
Tolia.
baseman, Michael Tolia.
Valdez back to work. That one's in there. That's strike 1. That one fouled off. Inside, almost got him.
That's a ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had it looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Here's Bryant now. That clips the corner. One out, base is empty. That one ripped. And foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Off the plate, and that's ball one. On the ground, out to short. Pena. To first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting sixth, left fielder Nolan Jones.
Now here's Nolan Jones. First pitch misses. That one missed. And another ball.
That pitch is out.
Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Second inning here. No score. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Second baseman
Thairo Estrada to the plate. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Jones leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Man at second. And that misses. The count now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. So 1 left for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
And that skips into there.
2 strikes.
And now it's filled up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, catcher.
And now here is Yainer Diaz. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball there. Line drive, makes the grab, 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Jeremy Pena digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the next pitch is way outside. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. So in now for Colorado, Sean Bouchard. Bouchard in the 8th spot in today's lineup. Usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. Next one misses, 2-0.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one missing low.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. Jacob Stallings now. And that is downstairs. 1-0. Fouled off. He was late.
Nope, that's a ball.
Just
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge. Swing and a line drive, slicing into right field. 2 away down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Up next for Colorado, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Right down to shoot. Strike one. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 0-1. And ball one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Step off throw to first. Doyle dives back in safely. And that's way high. And it's 2-2. Doyle off of first with 2 away. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Two outs. Just misses with that one.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ezekiel Tovar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. McCormick has it sized up. And that is that. The Rockies strand one. Still no score. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. And takes low for ball one. Strike one.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball two. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Up and in. And the count's full. And that's ball four. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Ben Gamble. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that is out of play. Nobody out, runner at first. And strike two.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Struck him out looking.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. Marquez over to first. McCormick back on a dive. That misses, and that is ball one. Man at first, one away. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Fouled off down the right side.
The count's full.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Started after it. Appeal to first. Did not go.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Altuve takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Next offering misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 strikes.
Just missed.
That's a really good take.
One out. Runners at first and second. Fights it off. He'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Fought off foul. Two on, 2 outs. Pitch misses. 1-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
2 on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Houston, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ezequiel Tovar. That to right. That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a
Now
plan to be
batting, the
aggressive.
first
I don't know
baseman,
how he's able to shoot that
Michael
pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
So up next, Michael Tolia. He's 0 for 1. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Tovar gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted.
Here is Chris Bryant. Grounded out his first time. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Well, the throw bounced in there perfectly. Really nice job on the bag. Pick it, applied that tag, hold it on him. Just didn't get a good jump over there at first base. That's half the battle of stealing bases, maybe even more.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That missed inside. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Nothing doing for the Rockies. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Dyken Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Late swing, foul to the left. Next pitch is outside.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Up next for the Astros.
And now it's Christian Walker. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Walker.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
No balls, 2
All
strikes.
tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there?
1 ball.
Really had
2
some
strikes.
run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it,
Ball.
you had a broken bat as you jog back to the
2
dugout.
balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Going back, brings it back on a leaping catch.
Now
Wow!
batting. Catcher,
Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. First
Ball,
pitch
that's
doesn't
in.
find the zone. In there at the knees. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Astros are down quietly. And we are still scoreless. Back here in Houston, we go to the top of the 5th. So in now for Colorado, Nolan Jones. Valdez back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
For all these Rockies, doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb. So they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count
Now
right
batting,
there. He got that
second
front foot
baseman,
down, and
Tyro
pitch
Estrada.
recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Go ahead run on base. Tyro Estrada now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a swing and a miss.
And I think they're in a good
0-1
spot
the
thanks
count.
to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Jones on at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go. Little chopper rolls foul. Foul ball still 0-2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground. And it goes just foul. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum of that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Bouchard in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
That's in. Ball 2.
Right through there for a strike. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
2 on, 1 out. Next to hit for the Rockies, Jacob Stallings. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Off balance feed. There's 1, and that's 2.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That one felt good, and they grabbed the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's the left fielder, Chas McCormick. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Ball. That's inside.
Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Justin Lawrence, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Alexander, a left-hander, also throwing. That one catches the zone, and the count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Gamble in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The next pitch misses. 2-2. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jake.
2 down, base is empty.
Myers.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake Myers. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. That one hammered left field. Gone. It finds the Crawford boxes. A home run. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 2-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Outside low. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And that's in there at the knees. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses. Now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top 6. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. Splits the plate. 0-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
He goes down looking.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Now that's third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
So digging in, Ryan McMahon. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
That one misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
The Rockies trailing by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that's in the dirt.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Popped in the air, left field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. 1 for 2. Tovar, a former Gold Glove winner, 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, that's inside.
Michael Tolia and the Colorado on deck circle. There's the strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and that's the 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Astros 2. Justin Lawrence on the pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes.
Third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Ball 1 there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering way off the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Gone into the Crawford box is a home run. He'll touch them all. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Outside low, ball one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Nice grab to first. Nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Right through there for a strike. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Nope, that's a ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
One down, base is empty.
Read it, dude.
And they'll do it again.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
That one the other way. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Swinging a foul straight back. Walker over at second, one down. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. Second home run of the inning for him, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Justin Lawrence will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Tanner Gordon.
Number 29.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. The shortstop takes the ball. Check swing, and he went. And the count even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Around second is Pena. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
All over that one right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Ben Gamel will hit next. Ripped to third and caught. Throw to second, and they got him. Double play. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Gordon.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the first baseman, Michael Toglia.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen, Ryan King, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Scott warming up as well. And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
Let's go, Astros.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Way high. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Popped up. Altuve. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Nolan Jones.
Nolan Jones digging in for the Rockies. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. McCormick brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers.
Center fielder, Jake Myers.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch.
Now batting, second base.
Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's inside. Ripped on a line. Squeezes it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Isaac Paredes. He's already homered in this game. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Paredes off of first with 2 away. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Houston as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Luis Contreras.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So in now for Colorado, Thairo Estrada. Just off the inside edge. just missed. Foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And a strike.
I got 3-2.
Ground ball left side.
Foul ball.
And that's just foul. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Bouchard. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, the leadoff man
Ball
gets
one, no
on.
strike.
You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The Astros leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Activity in the bullpen. Brian King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Hernandez also getting ready. Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. And now the catcher
Now
comes
batting,
up to hit. Jacob
catcher,
Stallings.
Jacob Stallings.
Just missed. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-1.
strike.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, pulls him off the bag. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get the
Now
out.
batting, the center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
First and second, 1 out. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 3. Inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Got him looking for the K. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So first and second with 2 outs. Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3 in this one. Off the mark there. 1-0.
1-0. Hey!
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. That one
That's ball
misses,
2.
and it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a 2-1 on the way. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Now batting, shortstop Ezekiel Tovar.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar.
Here come the rally caps. It's late, but it's far from over.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Stallings over at second. McMahon on at first with 2 down. He swings and fouls one off. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Back here in Houston, and here is Christian Walker.
First baseman, Christian Walker.
Gordon back to work. There's a strike.
All 1's the count.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2
No
strikes.
balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Now a jump throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer Diaz.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. And that
Ball
one
1.
upstairs, ball 1.
Do it again.
Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Just so sound in his mechanics.
batting,
Hits against a firm
shortstop,
front side,
Jeremy
and the hands just continue to
Pena.
carry through the middle of the field.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. He's already homered here in this one. First
Too
pitch
high.
doesn't find
Ball.
the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Nope.
Just missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Get another one.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Here we go, Astros.
The next
Thank you.
offering misses. And a full count now.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
In the air to left down the line. Jones has a beat on it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So 2 down now, and here is Chas McCormick. That clips the corner. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the Astros lead one. They lead this one, though, 5-1. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Hernandez.
Now pitching for the Astros.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Toglia.
Nick Hernandez.
That clips the zone. That's strike one. The Astros have some action in their pen. Ryan King, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. That misses, and now it's even 1-1. And there's a ball. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man at first. Next for the Rockies is the DH, Chris Bryant. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Hernandez, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2016. That one hit to right. Gamble hauls it in, and there's one away. He's 2 outs away. Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. That's towards center. Myers coming on. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He's saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So they're down to their final out. Tyro Estrada digging in for the Rockies. That one finds the zone. Strike one. On the ground, and this should do it. Flips it, and that'll do it.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Get it every time when I approach you.